Today, we're going to draw a Dodge Challenger. This is my first video back after a year. So, yeah, I'm going to try and continue this as the channel actually grew over that year, even though I didn't post anything. So I decided, well, I'm not doing anything, so let's come back to it. See what happens. So, alright, we're going to start about at the halfway point of the paper, so probably about here. We're going to come in about 1 inch and draw like a 1/2 inch line. And we're going to bring that to for about probably like, I don't know, 3 inches. And have it come curve it down like that. Then you can just bring that down to the same length as this. And then bring this back towards that and just connect it there. So, like that. And then, so this is where the headlights are. Just create a second line to double this up. And have this go, maybe not there, but probably more about here. And then, yeah, just so like double up and then bump on each side. And then down about 1 inch, maybe a little less. And then angle it in a small bit, less. Bring it down and then angle it in here, like that much. Yeah. I'm looking at a reference picture. That's why I'm just trying to make sure everything looks normal. Yeah, you can bring it in, and then right here, this is where the front fender will be. So you can just bring that down, and then yeah, this continue it all the way to where the front fender would be. I'm just gonna straighten it out. And then bring it up, oh my god, up to the front fender, bring it up, and then yeah, right here, and it will come down, so make it like a rainbow, then back in a little bit, and then we're gonna bring it back out that way. Alright, and then right here, kind of make a straight down, like this, and then on this side, angle, this is like the lip, then just connect that, the end of that, and that. And now for the grill of the car, slash like air, or no, the air intakes are on the hood, but yeah, and so here, you can just kind of make this double up right here. Sorry, this green stuff on my hand. I was out of place a couple days ago, so got like stamped. Anyway, yeah, and then you come bring it up like this, like a U right here, and then we're gonna connect that to here. Yeah. And then there's, I don't know if it's a blinker light or what, right here. It's like right next to the front fender. But you can draw that. And then lightly draw this is where the front fender kind of comes like out. So it's just more like where the light is bending, but right there. And then we can draw the wheels. So for the front one, this one's pretty easy right here. You can just kind of draw like just like a little curve right there, and then it can be shaded in. And then, because yeah, there's like a shadow right there, so it doesn't need to be much like that. Actually, I think I can zoom this in a little bit for you guys there. And then right here, you start the other wheel, kind of where the front fender starts. You can just kind of continue the line down here, and then right here where the wheel this ended, and then you can bring it mostly straight across like that, and then follow it up, and then it's not going to come to the top of the fender, but mostly up to the top. There's some space like that, and then here kind of just make it about, I don't know, a centimeter or two like that across here. So yeah, like that, and then we just, because the wheels are turned like that, and then this, and then you can do it like this just so it looks like it has like the tractions on it, not the traction, the tread on it, and then so you can shade this part in the lighter color. You'll just speed it up. Okay, and then yeah, so just sometimes I go like this just to help it. All right, this part, and then so for this, you just kind of about, I don't know, 4 inches. Yeah, about 4 inches, and then kind of flatten it out because this is where the rear fender starts. And the rear fender goes up and back down about there, and then you can come back out, so kind of the same angle that this is at here, and then angle up, and now just straight up vertical, and then after that where you can kind of curve it back in right here. All right, so it's good, and then right where the front fender, kind of where we started it, you can go halfway in from it, and then like that, and then you can just make it straight for the front of the wheel, and then back out. And then just like the other wheel, it's not 100% at the top of the fender, but then double up the line for the wheel rims. Like that. And then just this, so it's like the front part of the wheel and like the side. And then same way we shaded the last part, you can go like this, like horizontal shading like this to look for the tread, and then shade lightly the other part. All right, and then after that, so we can put the fender on it too, actually. So lightly put a line like this, and then up, and then just kind of like this. So it's just like where that we started sort of straight, and then just kind of where it close to the end. Like that, and then this fender in the front, same kind of thing. Just up like this. Let me just erase this part like that. And then now we can, on the hood, we have this part, and then angle it up just a little bit, because this is where the air intakes are, and then keep going at the same angle until about the middle of the hood, where we can start to straighten it out this way. It's not really, more like this. yeah, about there, maybe a little more, like that. And now, right here where it started to get straight, make a slightly curved but pretty much straight up part, and then bring that around this. Ooh, I'm not sure. This is definitely, this part is more angled. And there's also, hold on. And then starts going straight right here. So, yeah. And then we can move it back up, so I'll angle it up for the thing. And yeah, so I'll try and erase this better, but we'll do that later. Anyway, yeah, so up and then bring it back straight. And this is gonna go all the way this way towards the end, and then come down about where the fender is. And then come bring it down to there. And then connect this to where we had gone up there. So that's pretty much the outline of the car. And then put the spoiler on it. We can add the spoiler. So it's just kind of up right here. You add an extra line to, that's the side of it, and then you can just follow like that. Perfect. And then I don't know if you can hear my brothers in the back, but they're being really loud. So kind of where this rear fender is, about here. Just same line as this, or no, sorry, here, like that, and then curve it back around and back towards there, like that. Bring this like here, and then there's a little bit of a part right here. So you can not really see it, but that's the side. And then you just bring this, connect it to here, like that. So not too hard, right there. And then the windows on the side are right here, like that. And this part kind of just comes down like this, but make it sort of light because it's kind of just where the light reflects off. And then, so then you can follow that down pretty much to here. So like that. And then we're going to finish the windows in a second because we're going to add the mirrors. The mirror is, just draw an oval sort of, but more like a boxier one. Right here, and then just a line to show where the light reflects off of it, and bring it down at a like 45-degree angle down, and then draw a little circle around the bottom of it, a little oval, I mean, to show where it connects. Then this you can just bring straight across and connect it to wherever it goes to. You just erase whatever trail off you have, like that. And now, right here, just for the back window, you draw a line, probably centimeter from wherever that is. And I guess there's like, I'm not sure I don't know what they call this, but like that, just like the outline of the window. And you can just shade it in black. Like that. And then kind of double up the line for this part of the window too, just like the window, I guess window seal, I don't know, like that. So yeah, and then next you're gonna up here where kind of where the Yeah, just to show what light is. Now we can draw the air intake. So where that hood, where we popped it up, kind of draw. You can double it up and just draw like a slanted rectangle, sort of like this, and then shade it in. And then another one of those, probably like an equal length apart for like this rectangle, and then make them about an equal length apart. And same size. Even if I can even do that. Like that. And then just pop like where the hood kind of pops out. For it, you can draw this. Like that. Just kind of shade it and then in like that, and then same right here and then in like that. So there, this looks all right. I mean, I'll just zoom in. This is my first time. I haven't done this in a really long time. Anyway, another like blinker light sort of thing right here on the rear fender. Now, of course, by the headlights. So draw kind of like a squished like circle. Draw two of them on each side. Like that, so two on that side. And then two on this side. Like that. And then in the circle is like the actual headlight. So you can just kind of like draw lines like this that just kind of make the circle look, I don't know, like it goes in. Because I mean, like it goes into the car. So to where the headlights are. So you can just kind of do that. And now the actual hood, like this thing, kind of it's right here. And like this. So I can draw that. Just so you know, or not just so you know, because that's part of the drawing. And we're going to tint the windows. So you can shade that in lightly. Now, there's light usually reflects kind of like off this way, or not reflects off, but it's like bent right here. Not bent. I don't even know. Who cares? Let's call it. But like this, so draw like a line kind of like that, just across it, so you can see it. And then the door starts about here and then kind of bends where this is, just a little bit slightly down to about this far, because right here there's a line like that, and then right here where this curves like that, and go like this, and then just down to here, and then a little inward like that, yeah. And then the door handle, just a little curved rectangle, pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much all it is. The gas caps back here, just you can draw like a little circle. It's kind of like squished like this. Okay, so storage almost gone, so we gotta finish this up. Anyway, the grill will go. There's a smaller like one in where the lights are, so you can kind of draw like a straight, like a rectangle in the middle, and then on either side of it, another rectangle, kind of like this, and then just lines on it. Okay, like that. And it does say we can like Charger, or not Charger, I mean Challenger. What am I talking about? And then like SRT or whatever, whichever one you want it to be. So whatever, or RT, whichever one you want. And then right here, you can kind of like the light kind of bends around this, and it goes in like that. And down here, you can put this is where the actual grill is. So you can just lines. And this part is like all shadowed. So it's mostly going to be darkened out, but and then shaded like a little spot into here along with this side. So yeah, now we got to do the wheels, obviously. Just add a little detail on the gas man. So on the wheels, draw like find the center and then just draw like a pentagon of like five little circles, and for this one just do 1, 2, 3. Now go like this and like this, and whichever one you want. You can kind of do whatever, but I'm going to do this. So like that, and then it kind of goes in like that. So it's like a Y pretty much. And then each of these does that. And I'm going to speed this part up just because it is, yeah, quite, it'd be taking me a minute. So yeah, and then you can draw like the break right here if you want. You don't have to. All right, for this one, just draw like a U like this into it. It's the same design, it's just at a different angle. And then like that, and then same on this side. And then you can bring that in, and then same with that, and just in. And now right here, same thing, comes in, and I'm going to speed this part up. This is pretty much the same as this one. So yeah, like that. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it.